Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we are going to be unboxing October's Yarnable. So, a little bit of a different format today. I am filming other non-face fronting things, but I did want to film the unboxing for my Yarnable since it got here yesterday. And to be honest, I didn't feel like putting on any makeup or anything else. So, since everything I had already planned on filming was non-face fronting, this is what we're going to go with. I will go upstairs and pull some matches, but as far as the unboxing goes here, we'll just do this here and now. So let's crack on. So if you are not familiar with Yarnable, Yarnable is dyed by Cheryl Ham of Hypnotic Yarn. This is their monthly subscription box. I get the single skein plus extras box, although Cheryl has been very kind to upgrade my box over the years occasionally to get the deluxe box. This is just the regular single skein of fingering weight yarn as well as the extras. There are multiple different options. You can get yarn only, yarn with extras. You can do multiple skeins. You can do the deluxe where you get a coordinating 50-gram mini. There are just all sorts of different options. I do recommend going ahead and checking them out. I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Yarnable. So I have done also a full review, 3-month review of Yarnable as well here on the channel. Obviously, if I'm still getting it and paying for it out of my own pocket, I probably still like it. So I imagine you know how that review ended up going at the end of the day. Halloween is also one of Cheryl's favorite months. So we tend to get really exciting colors, interesting colorways, as well as fun extras. So let's crack on to this month's box here. First off, we have a little notions bag here. I love these actually for my paper crafting. I organize my ephemera and die cuts and stuff into these in my paper crafting room. So this will immediately go into that part of my craft room. So in here we have 2 car coasters. This time these are the squishy kind, and I think this print is so stinking cute. Look at that. And there's no branding or anything on these. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it just says car coasters up there. Yeah, I love these. I do have car coasters in my car from a previous Yarnable box from like the original review like 4 years ago. But I do really like these, especially the ones I have are the ceramic ones. And I carry a lot of cold drinks in my car. I do recommend. We also have Better. One better. Stitch marker. I do love me a good stitch marker. This is from Infamous Cuts. So I would imagine they are using a laser cutter to cut out their little images there. And this is a knitting marker. If you are a crochet only person though, you can easily attach like a light bulb marker to this and use it as a crochet marker. You can also easily attach an ear hook to these to convert it into a stitch marker. I do that a lot with the markers I really love. I'll just pop something else on there and it just hangs a little extra further down. And then we have a sticky pad, things I must boo. I love this. That is so stinking cute. I might have to set this up in my little area where I do most of my crafting by the sofa. Or I could just pop it in one of my notions bags too. I have a couple Halloween themed notions bags. All right. So the big part of the show here. What is in my linen bag? I'm liking how those colors look. But y'all know me. I do love me some purple. Ooh. Oh, I love that. All right. So the yarn this month is called If You Got It, Haunt It. We have a piece from the bag stuck there. This is gorgeous. I love that orange and brown and black through there. I don't know how to describe this yarn. Like, it does kind of look like haunted housey, I guess. Like, if you take the entire aesthetic of a haunted house and put it together in a yarn, it could look like this. But there's something kind of just warm about it where the brown and the orange and the gold are in there. Yeah, it's nice. That is really nice. It's almost like a s'more meets Halloween kind of vibe. All right, so the next time you see me, I will be, well, next time you see my hands, I will be upstairs with my bin, and we will do a matchup to see what we've gotten in previous months from Yarnable that we could pair with this month's yarn. Okie dokie. Well, welcome to my craft room floor up here. We may have a banner tail pop in. Who knows? You know, we're rolling with the punches and as things go. So this is this month's yarn. Once again, if you've got it haunted, again, I'm not sure why we're struggling with the focus here. It wants to focus close for some reason. So I do have some matches here. Now, I do have one if you want to go, or I've got two. If you want to go pretty neutral from months past, we have Sinful Delight, which is the cinnamon bun themed yarn from November 2023. And I think this really, especially with the speckling and the depth and everything with this one, I think it really plays nicely with this month's yarn. And then the other neutral, semi-neutral that I pulled, neutral-est, is once again s'more. Laugh, s'more, worry less. I told you, this to me screamed like winter s'mores, like winter campfire s'mores. It's very warm in the color palette. And I really think that these play well together. The speckling in this one is the gold and the brown with the flushes of pink. And I think those actually play very nicely together. I know it's kind of hard to see the idea, but I think this would be in particularly really cool in single row striping. So if you were doing like a helical project, one pass with the, if you've got it haunted, one pass with the laugh, s'more, worry less, I think would be really, really nice. For the Sinful Delight, I think that would be a really nice like trim to a primary project. Or if you want to do something like a muscle bar hat, one side in the Sinful, one side in the, if you got it haunted. Oh, no, I was trying to get in the clothes closet because that's what cats do. Next. So this is a little bit more of a, you know, one step up from a more vibrant color palette, but we're still playing with a lot of neutrals. This is Raspberry Cream from a couple years ago. I think that was one of the Valentine's colorways, but I like the way the hot pink plays with the purples. And then we have a lot of that chocolate brown running through here. I'm not sure how I would blend these together. I also think you could easily play with these three together, the Laugh, S'more, Raspberry Cream, and if you've got a haunted, I think those would be a lot of fun together in a triad. I am really sorry if you can hear him. He's now playing with the underside of my cabinet. He's like, oh, now I can hear you. Pippin's on his way up the hall too now. Filming recently with these guys has been an adventure. So another slightly more vibrant color pass is Party Like It's 2023. This was the January colorway, 2023. And this one, you know, once again, you got the speckling of the purple and stuff in here, speckling of the pink, but you have those flashes of the gold, which really tie these together very nicely. I definitely think this would be a lot of fun to play in some sort of a, like maybe more gradient colorway, or if you, once again, wanted to trim a project, I would trim it, like make your primary project in this and trim it out with the 2023. A very soft color that goes with this very nicely, oddly enough, is the Saltwater Taffy from July 2025. So this pink has a lot of purple in it. It's actually showing up very purpley on camera. In person, it's a little bit more pink. I really like how this works together. You have those blushings and dustings of like purples and browns kind of hinting in the Saltwater Taffy color, but it's a very grounded pink compared to the pinks, that we had here with the raspberry in 2023. And once again, you could easily bring in s'more with this combination. Those three together. I'm just going to let you know, this is way harder to film not front facing. I should have just sucked it up and gotten on camera. The last one that I pulled, this is the most vibrant pairing. And I think this is probably the most obvious pairing of what I have in my basket. And it probably will not surprise you that much, but this is Guava Cream Macaron from April of this year, April 2025. And I just love how these two pull together. So we have a little bit of like a corally pink color along with that bright, bright orange coming in there. So maybe if I can get a slightly better angle there. Oh, see what I'm meaning? Like that just really is super yummy together to me. The other one that I was considering, it's just, it's not right. It's got too much red in it, is the Apple Crisp, I think. Yeah. Apple Crisp colorway. It's too red. It's got the right red. It's got the right bronzy tones and the yellows and stuff, but the red just does not tie in correctly. But that is incredible together. So these are we'll pull these all here and I'll lift the camera up. So that is everything all together that I pulled through. And you can see even like in just like this base combo together, you could easily do like those three together, these three together. Like you can even with what I pulled together, you can pull different combinations out in those. So I definitely love how this month the combinations came together. But, it's so easy once again with the purple. And, we do have, some more, tonal purples like Love Language that you could play with. Everything else I think I have is just a little too punchy in the wrong way, moves in the wrong direction there to combine. But like obviously Love Language looks smashing. And then if you pair that with like the guava, these three together. Like that's just incredibly fun and exciting. Welcome, Pippin. He wants to see what's going on. So what do you guys think of the pairings? What do you think of this month's colorway? What are your thoughts, feelings, opinions? Of course, I absolutely love it. It's, we're in my wheelhouse of color love. Like I've said before, you never know what you're going to get with your Yarnable. Cheryl and her team just come up with some amazing combinations. And a lot of times they're things where you didn't know you needed them until you have them on hand. And then it's like, oh, why didn't I have this in my collection before? So I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. And I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Bye, guys.